Before I begin this video, I just want to, make a couple of disclaimers, because I know the contradictor cops are out, if that's a word. And they're waiting to hem me up, They're gonna want to put me out there and say, well, Langston, you said this and now you're saying that and blah, 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 blah. So I want to put out a few disclaimers. The first disclaimer is this. I know that I said that during this time that we have dealing with the coronavirus, that we need to, be at one with one another. We, need get to know yourself, and you're supposed to spend time with your family. I know that's what I said. I'm not contradicting myself in this video when I say something different. You have to listen to the video, and then you'll understand fully where I'm coming from. The second disclaimer: I do not believe in child abuse, let alone domestic abuse. It's not what I'm saying. I'm not making any excuses for those that have abused children or that have harmed their significant other. That's not what I'm saying in this video. Now that we have gotten that out of the way, let's go. Child abuse and domestic abuse, the numbers has risen. The numbers have risen. And the reason why is because we are at home. A lot of these states, as of recently, have freed up, their stay-at-home rules and regulations. But for the last month and a half or so, a lot of the states, 50 states that is, majority of them have been practicing this stay-at-home thing. And all the restaurants, the bars, the gyms, the movie theaters, the shopping malls, the fast food restaurants, everything is, majority of them are closed. So there's no outlet, for human beings. The parks are closed, the public parks are closed, the public schools are closed. Everything has been shut down and put to a halt this last month and a half, right? And everybody is ordered to stay at home. People have lost their jobs. Children are not being educated. People are at a standstill with their life. They had hopes and aspirations for some of them. For others, all they wanted to do was just put food on the table and pay the bills, pay the rent and all the rest of that stuff so that they could be able to take care of their children. And that anger is there, it's bodied up. And they can't unleash it. And the thing of it is that normally when things are open and our economy is active, it's working, it's running, the machine is running. Normally, people could go out and unleash their frustration, no matter what, that frustration may be. So for me, for example, when I get into it with, the mother of my children, or if I have problems with my children, if I just have problems, in general, my outlet is the YMCA, the gym, where I can go out there, hit the Y, and I could work out, and I could sit in the sauna, and I could sit in the steam room, and I can get in the hot tub, and all of that stress, all the negativity, everything that I was going through, that particular day, all would be washed away right after I left out of the Y. And everybody that knows me would tell you, man, he's a different person when he comes out of the Y. That's my outlet. For some, in particular men, I'm not trying to, I don't necessarily agree with this, but I'm saying for some men, it's their side chick. For some men, it's a local bar, the bartender, who they discuss their problems with as the bartender is serving them drinks. For some men and women, it's a movie, a date at a nice fancy restaurant. For some people, it's a walk in a park. For others, it's going to an amusement park. It's going to the beach. But those things have been stripped away from us. So now we're sitting at home and we have this anger bottled up, and the children start yelling and screaming because they're hungry or they want this or they want that. Man is not used to being at home 24/7. He's used to being out there working and making that money. And then whenever he has any type of problems, he has that outlet where he can go to. The wife is not used to being home 24/7. She's out there, she's used to going out there making money, bringing in her fair share of money. And she has an outlet where she can go out with her girls on the weekend, or she could drop the children off at their grandmother's house or auntie's house, as the Southerners would put it, auntie. You understand? So when you don't have that, the children, the man and the woman, the mother and the father is not used to the children being home. They're used to the children being at school, public school. So therefore, the children, when they're at school, they're not really eating. But now they're at home, they're eating up everything, and money is running out. And now all of a sudden, one little thing, maybe the children crying, will set you off. I'm not trying to justify, and I'm not in agreement with child abuse or domestic abuse. I'm just trying to explain to you and get you to understand how a person how a person may be led to doing some bodily harm to their loved ones. I'm not saying it's right. It is totally wrong. You can't cage up people. I understand that there's the coronavirus is going around and that we don't want to spread it. People are dying. There are a lot of people that's saying, oh, the coronavirus ain't real and blah, 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 blah. So why is it that people dropping dead left and right? I just want to understand that. What is it? If it's not the coronavirus, it's something, because there are people dropping dead. It's real. I understand that the American people want to be safe. You understand? But you cannot put people inside a unit. When you're looking at an apartment complex, you call them units. They're nothing but boxes, like cubicles for human people. They call them apartment homes. They're not apartment homes, they're units. I deliver for Postmates, and I drop off these deliveries, and these people are living in the 20th floor of a building. They don't have access to fresh air unless they come out of the balcony. And really, they don't have nothing but a few windows. So what are they gonna do? I can make you go crazy, man. I mean, I live in a house, so I'm kind of okay. My children, they get on my nerves, but I'm used to them. See, my children are homeschooled, but they also go to school online as well. So I'm used to them being here every day. I'm used to being a father 24/7. I'm used to their mother calling me saying, hey, we need some bread, or we need this, or we need that. I'm used to all of that. So it bothers me because, of course, I don't have that outlet, called the YMCA. It bothers me, but it will never lead me to hurt or cause any type of physical harm to the ones that I love. But like I said, I'm used to it. And I'm in a position where I'm an entrepreneur. I make I have multiple streams of money coming in. So I don't specifically rely on one specific thing. But that's not like everyone else. And, Postmates is an essential job. So I'm okay. But I'm telling you, there are a lot of people not, because they're not used to this lifestyle that I live. They're not used to waking up, seeing their children every day, all day. They're not used to not working. They're not used to none of that, any of that. and they don't have their outlets. When that happens, things get chaotic, and I feel so bad, that, domestic abuse and child abuse is on the rise. But you have to understand why. And I hope that I covered it. I hope that I gave you some type of understanding. I hope that you did not get the thought in your mind that I agree with child abuse or domestic abuse, because I don't. I'm just telling you, when you cage up a human being, look, this is crazy. They cage up lions, right? They cage up animals, and the animals revolt. You remember that guy, the lion tamer? I forgot his name, in Las Vegas. The lion got tired of him being whipped and caged, and guess what? The lion bit his head. Bit his head. I don't know if it was clear off, but bit his head up. And I think that dude died. So what do you think is gonna happen when you put a bunch of people inside a house and tell them not to go out? Well, you can go outside and walk around, but you can't go but so far. You can go to the grocery store. That's about it. You can go to the hospital. That's about it. And in the case of people that live in apartments, like I said, they call them apartment homes. Yeah, that's cute. But in reality, they call them units. These small little cubicles that they put people in. And you expect for these people they don't have any job. They don't have any jobs. They're running out of money. They don't have outlets. Come on, man. Come on, please. Just understand. That's all I'm asking. My name is Langston 2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share this video.